BLM's turned on Kamala again. Do you remember this from when Biden was inaugurated? I think it was January 21st of 2020. BLM was bitching the whole time. It was like they went like 85 days before he answered their phone call or some shit like that. Yes. This is after he said, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black," right? So it's starting now already, which is to be honest, I thought all of the BLM members were in prison.
Yeah, I thought they were in
real
trouble.
Estate fraud and shit.
Yeah, did they buy mansions and like a plane and all this other stuff?
Well, you got to have a plane.
And then they advertise.
You got to have a mansion too.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Can you really do violence well if you're not in a mansion?
I mean,
I can't sleep.
And this is after.
You prove you're doing good without a plane.
This is after Kamala helped promote a bail organization that raised $45 million to bail these violent assholes out of jail. That organization that she donated to live on television, they raised $45 million to bail people out of prison or jail.
Those guys were
like burning down Minneapolis.
No, they were fiery, but mostly peaceful.
Yeah. I feel like we're memory holding a lot of stuff about Kamala Harris, like her putting a bunch of dudes in jail, her pretending that Biden was not senile for the last 3.5 years, and the main one, I think, is her raising money for literal domestic terrorists. That seems odd.
Do we have a clip?
Yeah, I'll show you from summer 2020.
Shit! How was that?
Here we go.
Everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that everyone should take note of that on both levels, that they're not going to let up, and they should not. And we should not.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
She doesn't, to be fair, she has no idea what she's talking about.
No.
So it's hard to it's like a child saying something. You're like, hey, well, listen, Timmy, what you said was wrong. It's like, oh, spiders and... All right, dude, whatever. But you can't say that shit in public.
Yeah, she's also doing the COVID version of late night, which I forgot was a weird thing for a year and a half.
No, well, some people forever.
Yeah, forever.
By the way, you've got producers here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can somebody look up the definition of terrorism?
Yes.
Sure.
Just really quickly and read it aloud for everyone.
Is there a phone number for it? I'd love to call.
It's 989, which is
I'm about to discuss terrorism, but I want to know if I have it right.
Yeah.
Do I have terrorism?
I think I've got a
WebMD says terrorism.
The unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims.
So,
wow.
Use of violence against the civilian population for political aims. That sounds a lot like what she just said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she just said, actually. Well, that's strange.
Fuck.
I wanted her.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That would almost make you a terrorist.
No, yeah. I wanted her, by the way. I wanted this to happen. I'm not kidding.
For her to step in?
Oh, do you hear the leftist Twitter verse right now? They're like, oh, Republicans are in trouble now. Like,
nope. Wait till she gives her first speech. It is fucking over. This was my dream from the get-go. I swear to God, my only hope is that they don't replace her and they really go all in on her, and then she's going to get fucking buried.
This has been my theory the whole time. I think the DNC specifically wanted to get her and Biden out of the way to start fresh in 28.
Yeah.
They get him out of the way with whatever, the 25th or however they have to do it, and then she's next. They're going to put her in an unwinnable election and let her get slaughtered.
Did you see her first day?
Oh, yeah.
Her dancing with the children?
No.
Oh, are you allowed to pull up a clip or?
Yeah, please do.
Her dancing with just type in Kamala dances with children. And this was the first clip from the campaign. And I was like, oh, okay.
Is this a Kevin Costner thing? What's going on?
Yeah. It's her in a, it looks like a, forgive me out there. It appears to be a ghetto. The United States of America, and they're all dancing together.
In America?
I know, strange.
Okay.
I know it's hard to believe, especially in a democratic city, but it happens.
I'm not buying it, but
it happens. So she's dancing with them in the street to the beat, and then does another campaign event that day and is dancing again. And people are starting to ask, like, is that the campaign where you're just going to dance your heart out through the end of it? It's so cringeworthy, and you don't know what the messaging is.
Oh, no, I did
there you
see
go.
This. Okay.
Is this like a TikTok thing, or what is this?
I'm not sure. So she goes, and this was with India, and then she goes and replicates it at a neighborhood on her first day out.
Oh, do we have
in Delaware?
Yeah, see if of course it's Delaware. She had to visit someone's grave.
Even this seems racist, where it's like, oh, hey, I'm black and we can dance. And I know that. I already knew that.
What? it's so bizarre because the number of commercials she had already shot in different wardrobe and hair lengths to say vote for me.
There are two things going on because people have been talking about this for the last couple of days. Somebody made the observation that you just did, which is completely an appropriate observation. There's no reason for her to have front-running stuff like that, ads that are already prepared.
So immediate.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah. Now, someone turned around and said, well, J.D. Vance ran anti-Kamala stuff like right after he got nominated. It was like, yeah, because they're going, well, she
was going to be the VP.
She was going to be the VP. They had that. So he made one about her.
Yeah.
She didn't make one about Vance because that wouldn't make any sense. Or it would have, it would make sense if she released something that was anti-Vance, right? Yeah. Because my guess is just based on having worked on political campaigns before is that Vance was saving that anti-Kamala ad for right after he slaughters her in a fucking debate. Yeah. And they immediately run that and capitalize on the fundraising and all that stuff. For her to have stuff with her as the front runner already preloaded, that's bizarre. I mean, that implies that they knew that this was going to happen. But, you know this, but about a week ago, Kamala tried to use the 25th Amendment to get Joe out of office. Forget about the campaign, right? And the pressure obviously finally got him to drop out of the race, at least. We'll see how it goes from there. But that was on Sunday.
Well, you called it. You called the day he stepped down. Mm-hmm. So what's your honest take of where he's at now? Because the thing that I see is it's basically an attempt to get rid of two presidents, right?
I mean, you mean Trump as well?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. So anybody that's trying to capitalize on American weakness, it doesn't matter who the candidate is. What matters is chaos, right?